the antitrust laws in the United States. I might note that I had the honor to be the ranking member of the antitrust task force of the Judiciary Committee for much of the past Congress, and so it's an area that I have a significant amount of interest in. I'd like to say some expertise, but definitely an interest, and so I do appreciate having this hearing. Enforcement of the antitrust laws play a key role in maintaining open competition, an environment in which small businesses thrive because of their attention to customer service and nimbleness in making business decisions. The committee has a long-standing and long interest in examining the competitiveness of markets and the impact of the Sherman Antitrust Act and Federal Trade Commission Act on small business. However, the committee has not examined these matters in nearly 2 decades, and in light of the report issued last year by the Antitrust Modernization Commission, it seems timely for the committee to turn its attention to aspects of market competition that fall within the confines of the antitrust laws, so I commend the chairwoman for doing that. The Supreme Court has stated that, quote, the unrestrained interaction of competitive forces will yield the best allocation of our economic resources, the lowest prices, the highest quality, and the greatest material progress, unquote. In short, competitive free markets represent the cornerstones of American progress and the success of our democracy. The antitrust laws were established to protect these precious values by providing a mechanism to ensure that competition is not unreasonably hindered. The antitrust laws can be seen as further bracing the competitive foundation of this country. The Antitrust Modernization Commission was created by Congress to examine whether laws written more than 100 years ago were appropriate and continue to be for the modern economy. The Commission's conclusion that the antitrust laws are basically sound is one I fully support. That being said, does not eliminate the possibility for improvements, either in the actual legislative language of the laws or more rational enforcement of the existing laws. An issue that may not have raised competitive concerns 20 years ago might be one for the agencies charged with antitrust enforcement to re-examine. For example, the joint guidelines issued by the Department of Justice and the Federal Trade Commission on health care have not been evaluated in nearly 20 years. If this committee can examine changes in the healthcare market and the impact of mergers on industry concentration, then it may make sense for the antitrust enforcement agencies to reassess their guidelines on antitrust enforcement. As with the Antitrust Modernization Commission, they may find that these guidelines are sound, but periodic review certainly may be warranted. Of course, such reevaluations need not result in any modifications to antitrust law enforcement by the Federal Commission or Department of Justice. However, good management suggests that standards developed by the government should be reevaluated on a periodic basis. Otherwise, it's conceivable that government enforcement of the antitrust laws may not serve their purpose of ensuring competition given the changes in market conditions. I look forward to the thoughtful discussion from the witnesses and their ideas on how to ensure that small businesses will face a free, competitive market. And I again thank you, Madam Chairwoman, for holding